Hello and good day to all my dear students. In last video we have seen some questions of exercise 5b regarding geometrical problems. Now we will start today exercise 5b question number 28, which is based on boat and streams. So students, for this questions you need some knowledge of this boat and stream, like what is downstream watering, what is upstream, and what is the speed of still water, what is speed of current, all this. So let us start this question number 28. A sailor goes 8 km downstream in 40 minutes and returns in 1 hour. Determine the speed of the sailor in still water and the speed of the current. Now first of all students, let me explain you the terms here given in the question, like still water. So the sailor is the person who is sailing a boat, and still water means the water which is not moving, and the current or stream is same, like which is a moving water. Sometimes it moves up, sometimes it moves down, like that type of water is called current or stream. Okay, so what we want to find, that we have to let here. They asked to determine the speed of sailor in still water and speed of the current. So let the speed of the boat in still water be x km/h and speed of stream is equal to y km/h. Now students, you have to think, then whenever you go down the slope, then what happened to you, your speed increases, and whenever you have to move on the slope, means if you have to climb up the slope, or sometimes you have to go upstream, so what happened, your speed will decrease, like that. So here I have written the speed of upstream is equal to x minus y. Why? Because upstream means we are moving upward. So whenever the boat is moving upward, that time it speed decreases. So we take the still water minus the speed of stream, that is x minus y. And when downstream means when the boat is moving towards down, that time in the stream the still water plus the stream, both the speeds we have to add here. So always whenever the boat and stream questions come, you have to remember this, that upstream is always x minus y and downstream is always x plus y km/h. Now we will form two different equations here. So from our question it is given that a sailor goes 8 km downstream in 40 minutes, means time is given, right, in 40 minutes. So this is the distance upon speed, d by s is equal to time. We all know this formula, distance upon speed is equal to time. So I have used that formula. Distance is 8 km upon downstream speed is x plus y is equal to the time I have written, that is in minutes given, but you see I have written km/h no, in speed, so I have to convert this minutes into hour. For that 40 divided by 60, so it will convert in hour. So 0 0 get cut, and 2 2s and 6, that 3 2s. So I get by cross multiplication equation 24 is equal to 2x plus 2y. Now students, to solve this equation I will take 2 common and write in the bracket x plus y is equal to 24. Now this 2 from the left side I take on the right side in denominator in division. So I get the first equation as x plus y is equal to 12. This is our first equation. Now you have to read further that it returns in 1 hour. Returns means it covers the same distance. The distance given is 8 km. So by returning also 8 km, but the returning time it has to come upstream, means the upstream is speed x minus y. So distance 8 upon speed x minus y is equal to time 1 hour. It is already given into hour, so we do not convert it anyway. Now we take a cross multiplication by 1. So x minus y is equal to 8 is our second equation. Now students, we get two equations, x plus y is equal to 12 and x minus y is equal to 8. So you can solve these two equations by yourself using elimination method, and then you get x and y value which they ask for. We have taken x, the speed in the still water, and y as the speed of current or stream. So this way you can get your answer of question number 28. Now let us move on to next question, question number 29. In that, this boat goes 24 km upstream and 28 km downstream in 6 hours. So here the distance are 2, means for upstream distance is different and for downstream is different distance, and the total time is given 6 hours. Okay, so let us see. First of all, we have to suppose, what we have to suppose, which we want to find out. And here we want to find the speed of the boat in the still water and also the speed of the stream. So I have taken, let the speed of the boat in still water be x km per hour and speed of stream is equal to y km per hour. Now as I explained you earlier that upstream means whenever we go upside our speed decreases, means x minus y. So from still water we subtract the speed of stream, and whenever we move downward our speed increases. So speed in still water x plus speed of stream means we add x and y, that is our downstream. Now we make our first equation like 24 km upstream. Upstream is x minus y. So this formula is also based upon distance upon speed. Distance is 24 km upon speed, that is upstream x minus y, plus 28 downstream distance upon speed x plus y is equal to, now total time taken is equal to 6 years. So we have done here distance upon speed plus distance upon speed, that is total time taken, like that. So this way we have formed our equation. Now you see students, something you have to think here, that in all the three terms like 24, 28 and 6, do you find something common? Yes, they all three are divisible by 2. So I will divide this equation by 2 to reduce the number. So you can see I have divided the whole equation by 2 and written 12 upon x minus y plus 14 upon x plus y is equal to 3, and written, that is our equation number 1. Now you read the second condition in question number 29. It goes 30 km upstream. Again 30 km upstream means 30 upon x minus y and 21 km downstream. So plus 21, that is distance upon downstream speed is x plus y. So this way we get 30 upon x minus y plus 21 upon x plus y in 6.5 years. The question, it is time given 6.5 years. So I have converted 6.5 year into improper fraction and written 13 by 2, which is my equation number 2. So here we found two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Now to solve these two equations, I have used direct multiplication, equation 1 with 3 and equation 2 by 2, and then subtracted. Or students, in another way you can take 1 upon x minus y is equal to u and 1 upon x plus y is equal to v, that kind of method, and convert these two equations in uv form, and then you solve it again in uv form, get the value of uv and then substitute to get our x and y. This way also you can find out, but I have used direct method. If you find it easier you can use it. Okay, so here in the multiplying first equation by 3, I get 36 upon x minus y plus 42 upon x plus y is equal to 9, and equation 2 by 2 I get 60 upon x minus y plus 42 upon x plus y is equal to 13. Now taking subtraction all over, that 42 upon x plus y term get cancelled, and minus 60 plus 36 is minus 24 upon x minus y is equal to minus 13 plus 9 on the right side is equal to minus 4. So this way I found value minus 24 upon x minus y is equal to minus 4. Okay, so you see now we take this minus 4 in denominator and x minus y in the cross way. So next you can see by cross way 24 by 4 is equal to x minus y, and that's to be divided as 4 6. So I get x minus y is equal to 6. This is my equation number 3. Now students, this x minus y value we can substitute in our equation number 2. I have substituted in equation number 1. Actually I have written here 3 by mistake, so you write there substitute value in 1. So our first equation is 12 upon x minus y. So instead of x minus y I kept here 6 plus 14 upon x plus y is equal to 3. So that 6 2s are 12 get cancelled. So 14 upon x plus y is equal to 3 minus 2. In the next step you can write. So now what I did, 14 upon x plus y is equal to 3 minus 2. So 14 upon x plus y is equal to 1. So x plus y is equal to 14 by multiplying it cross way. So this is my equation number 4. Now we got x minus y is equal to 6, which is our equation number 3, and x plus y is equal to 14, which is our equation number 4. So now to solve this 3 and 4 equation, by solving this 2 we get our x and y values. So now x minus y is equal to 6, equation number 3, x plus y is equal to 14, equation number 4, and taking addition, so y variable get cancelled. I get 2x is equal to 14 plus 6 20. So x is equal to 20 divided by 2 10 km per hour. Now this x value you can substitute either in the equation number 3 or equation number 4. If I substitute in equation number 4, then that 14 minus 10 y value I get 4 km per hour, which I have written directly. So students, x and y value which they ask for, the speed of still water and the speed of stream, which we got as our answer. So whenever now boat and stream questions come, you should know how to solve. And now we will see the next type of questions which are based on time and distance. We will take question number 13. Now students, time and distance, we have only one formula for speed. We have already studied in our physics also and mathematics also that speed is equal to distance upon time. From this formula we can write two other formulas as formula of distance and formula of time separately. So you have to remember one formula, and from them other two formulas you can get. Now what the question is, Satish and Ashok start at the same time from two places 21 km apart. Means the distance between Satish and Ashok is given 21 km. Means the distance d I have noted down 21 km. If they walk in the same direction, Satish overtakes Ashok in 21 hours, but if they walk in opposite directions, they meet in 3 hours. Find the rate at which each of them walks. Means we have to let the speed of Satish is equal to x km per hour and speed of Ashok is equal to y km per hour. Means we want to find the rate of the speeds they walk. Here I have drawn one figure in which point A and point B drawn. The distance between point A and B is written as 21 km. Now A point Satish is there and point B Ashok is there. Now Satish speed is x km per hour and Ashok speed is y km per hour. Now when they will move in the same direction, they will meet at point M. Okay, and if they move in the opposite direction, so at that time they will meet at point N, because Satish is faster than Ashok, so he will cover more distance than Ashok. So I have drawn accordingly point N there. Now the thing is that when they move in the same direction, the speed of the person is x minus y. So I have written when they move in the same direction, the speed is equal to x minus y. And when they move in opposite direction, that time the speed of Satish and Ashok will be added. So I have written speed in opposite direction is equal to x plus y. So here I have noted down all the things which we are going to use to solve this question. Now let us form our two equations. For that I am using here distance formula. Distance is equal to speed into time. Now here total distance is 21 kilometer between Ashok and Satish. Now it is written that if they walk in the same direction, so whenever they move in the same direction means the speed is equal to x minus y, and Ashok in the 21 hours, that Satish overtakes Ashok in 21 hours, means time is 21 hours. So distance d is 21 is equal to speed in same direction x minus y into time 21. Now 21 upon 21 I have taken crossway, so they get cancelled. So equation 1 I found as x minus y is equal to 1. This is our equation number 1, in which we get x minus y is equal to 1. Now read your question further. It is written that but if they walk in opposite directions, they meet in 3 hours. Means if they move in opposite direction, the distance between them is 21 only, is equal to the speed in the opposite direction is x plus y into the time 3. So I have used again distance is equal to speed into time. So 21 upon 3 is equal to x plus y. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So x plus y is equal to 7. This is our equation number 2. This way you get two equations, students, equation 1 and equation 2. And you have to solve these two equations, x minus y is equal to 1 and x plus y is equal to 7, by elimination method to get your x and y values. And ultimately you will get speed of Satish and speed of Ashok by finding x and y values. Now let us see our next question, that is question number 31. So for the next question 31, a boy walks to a picnic spot from his house in 6 hours, but he can travel the same distance on his cycle in 2 hours. If his average cycling speed is 7 km per hour faster than his average walking speed, find his average walking speed and his average cycling speed. So here we want to find his walking speed and cycling speed. So I have let the average walking speed is equal to x km per hour and average cycling speed is equal to y km per hour, which we want to find out. Now again students, here also this is based on time and distance. So I have used my distance formula. Distance formula is speed into time. Now you read further, the boy walks to a picnic spot from his house in 6 hours. Means the time is 6 hours. Okay. But he can travel the same distance. Means the distance is same, and bicycle he takes 2 hours only. So we will equalize this two, that by walking he takes 6 hours, means time is 6 and speed is x, that is his walking speed. So 6x is equal to the time taken by bicycle is 2 and the speed of cycle is y. So 2y, speed into time is equal to the distance. But both the way he is covering the same distance, that is why 6x is equal to 2y. Now that 2 taken in the left side denominator, so 6x upon 2. So 2 3s are 6. I get y is equal to 3x, first equation. Now you have to read further your question for your second equation, in which it is written that average cycling speed is 7 km per hour, faster than his average walking speed. Means his cycle speed y is more than his walking speed by 7 km. Means y minus x is equal to 7. This is our equation number 2. Now here I will use substitution method. As in equation 1, I found the value of y is equal to 3x, which I substitute in our equation number 2. So that 3x minus x is equal to 7. So 3x minus x is 2x is equal to 7. That's why x is equal to 7 by 2. And 7 by 2 is nothing but 3.5. So first answer, the average walking speed is 3.5 km per hour we found here. Now to get our y value, y is what we have chosen students, that is our cycling speed. For that I substitute this value of x in first equation. So y is equal to 3x is equal to 3 multiply 3.5. And by multiplying it, y value is equal to 10.5 km per hour. So we get both the values x and y. X is our walking speed and y is our cycling speed, which they asked to find out. Thank you.